Alright, hello guys, welcome to my review of Wednesday, Season 2, Episode 1, so I'll probably just review like this episode and then I could review the rest of this half since it's kind of split into two parts. Like, I guess this month we'll get like four episodes, then we'll get the other 4 episodes in September, but yeah. As for the show, from like the original Season 1, I kind of reviewed it on my YouTube channel, and yeah, this was like my favourite show of like 2022, which it's crazy it took flipping 3 years to finally get this season. 2 to 3 years. Oh, I just can't remember the actual month it was when the original season came out, but man, seeing some of the cast older and then some that are not really in the show anymore. Yeah. Like Xavier, like his actor, which I think he got accused of something, so he wasn't in this. I think the mum's like a different actress, she doesn't seem the same. See, there's a lot of differences in this season, yeah, because it took like 2 to 3 years to make this. At one point I thought we wasn't even going to get a season 2. But yeah, I enjoyed the original first season. It was great. It was my favourite show of 2022. Again, I made like a top 10 TV shows of 2022 on my YouTube channel, and like Wednesday was number 1, man. It just gave like Harry Potter, like Chilling Adventures of Sabrina vibes, like just both of them, because I loved that show. And then the Harry Potter movies, I grew up with them, so this was a perfect show. And the reason why I'm most shocked that I loved season 1 so much is because Wednesday, out of the Addams Family characters, wasn't really my favourite when I used to watch the movies growing up, the 90s ones. Like, my favourites were like Uncle Fester, which he appeared in season 1 for 1 episode, which was cool, and the dad, which just the actor who played as him, rest in peace. He just played as the dad so well in the 90s films. Yeah, the new one they got for Wednesday is cool, but I wouldn't say he's as good, but he's still cool character. Yeah. But yeah, I mean the whole cast and the Wednesday cast, they're all cool. But yeah, let's just get into episode 1. I'll just give my thoughts of season 1. If you're someone who's only known me for like TikTok and you was really watching my YouTube videos. But yeah, so yeah, she's basically like got kidnapped by a serial killer because she was on to like a serial killer. Basically, Wednesday's just better than the police, and to the point where the sheriff's not even around anymore because his son ended up being a monster. So I don't know if that's just fully broken because he had something that happened to his wife as well. So losing his son, yeah, that must have been too much for him. Yeah. And even though he's not really the sheriff anymore, seems like he's still trying to see who this killer is, and he was hoping like he could work with Wednesday, which he'd wanted nothing mostly to do with her in season 1, but he just knows how good she is, so wanted to work together. If she's literally able to take down a flipping serial killer, yeah. They kind of show like how she even got to the point where she was even able to like get to this point, yeah. And there's like, they have a little funny airport scene when she just has a bunch of weapons, which, in real life she would have been screwed. And yeah, she ends up finding a serial killer. She ends up getting kidnapped, but that was kind of her plan, because Wednesday always has a plan, I guess. She basically had the Finn in one of the dolls, the hand Finn, which I love the Finn, man, yeah. Basically strangles him and stuff, hits him in the balls. Yeah. And then I guess since he's known as like the scalp killer or something, she just basically cuts off his scalp. So lets him get arrested, but yeah. Then it cues the intro. And then I guess the parents are actually fully at the academy now, so we'll actually get to see a lot more of Wednesday's family in the story, especially the brother, because they didn't really do much of him. And Uncle Fester, I'm not sure if we'll see him again. I really hope we do, because like I said, Uncle Fester's my favourite Addams Family member from the 90s films anyway. I mean, it was basically played by the Great Scott guy from flipping Back to the Future, so yeah, the original one. And then the one in this is pretty good, yeah. He's really good, yeah. Just that 1 episode, he just stole the show. And the only person that actually made Wednesday smile, yeah. Because she's like a typical goth girl, but I just love how they kind of actually developed her as season 1 went on. Because she was just, because the thing is, the only characters that got developed in the original films, the 90s films, because I didn't really watch the one before that, like the one that's in black and white, but the ones that I did watch, the 90s films, the characters they mainly gave most development to was, I guess, the adult characters. But they're actually trying to do more with like the kid characters. Like they're bringing in the brother now, like he's actually going to Wednesday's school now, so they're probably going to do things with him. So yeah, it's kind of cool, actually giving more development to characters that was never really my favourite, but now are actually cool now. Yeah. And then I guess you got like the victim, because basically he's kind of doing some paparazzi stuff, like maybe someone's cheating, and then you see these weird crows with like a weird eye watching him, and they'll end up flipping destroying him, because he even gets into the van, and he should have drove away, and he really should have did, but they somehow teleported into the van and killed him. Yeah, like he had no chance surviving that. And yeah, I just love the Harry Potter vibes of this show. And actually having the whole family here too, that's going to be cool. Yeah. And like, I just love how basically Wednesday has like a fan club now, because that's kind of how it became in real life anyway. Yeah. I mean, I just watched season 1 back in the day, and then that was it. I didn't really think about the show until it was coming back, I guess. And I thought it was cancelled, so yeah. But yeah, I always loved season 1. Like if I was ever rewatching the Addams Family films, I probably would have thought to like probably watch Wednesday as well. And if it was just a 1-season thing, at least it was a good show. But we actually got a season 2, which is good. I'm just not sure if like the main actress is gonna leave though. Like some of the other people that have had to leave, some because of things they've been accused for, and I guess they just left. But yeah, so I'm not sure if season 2 is like her last season, then I'll just replace her with someone else. Yeah. And you got the new head teacher, which screams like he's gonna be like the next villain. Like it's got similar vibes, and it's cool the actor they got, because he's kind of someone who plays in weird roles in movies. I just like how they get like all these weird actors. Well, not weird actors, but you know, they play like weird roles a lot. So I just love that about Wednesday. Yeah. And they kind of give like a story, like one of the like I think it's Enid's boyfriend, if they're even together at this point. Yeah. Like the guy who can turn things into stone, which he turned himself into stone in the last season. But yeah, he kind of tells a story about some kid that was dying, and he kind of was creating all these inventions, like these drawings, and he ended up actually making like a heart or something. And he survived, but it made him like colder. And I just got vibes. It's basically this guy, the new head teacher. Because man, when I first watched Wednesday, for some reason I was thinking maybe the head teacher was the villain. I kind of worked out, you know, even before the end, where they revealed that, you know, the one that Wednesday was getting close to ended up being the villain. I kind of worked that out easy. But obviously there was someone controlling him, and I was thinking like, it must be the head teacher, but then no, it was actually was it a music teacher or something? Yeah, the one who actually plays as the original Wednesday from the 90s. Yeah, it was actually her. So that was one I didn't really predict, but I predicted, you know, who the monster was. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just basically saying, like, I don't know if they basically just say it in the first episode or not, but with that story, it kind of connects with this guy, especially with one scene with that siren girl, which she's probably like my favourite character to be watching season 1. I'd say, I don't even know where I'd put Enid. Wednesday, I just love like how cold she can be, but just honest really, and she doesn't really let people force her to do things. She just basically does whatever she wants. Yeah. But it seems like they're still close anyway. Like Enid and him, yeah. And then you get to see the B kid, which he's got older. Like a lot of the cast just got older. Like the sons got older. Everyone just looks older, and it seems like they could become friends. Yeah. But it still seems like he's gonna be the uncool kid anyway. But it seems like he's got more flipping reputation now because of helping Wednesday in you know, when she was doing the investigations and stuff. Because it basically just took a lot of Harry Potter, like with Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ronald Weasley, like doing investigations to take down the main threat of each film. That's basically what Wednesday is, and that's why it just ended up working. And I just missed like having something that was like Harry Potter, and then a mixture of Sabrina, like the dark one, the Netflix one, which is really good for 2 seasons. Season 3, it turned into Riverdale with cringe sinning, and season 4, the final season, was okay, but not as good as the first 2 seasons. Yeah, and I kind of missed the show, and it's just kind of filled the void. Yeah. And just having her mother to talk to her about her visions, and they've kind of like evolved where black stuff just come out of her eyes when she's seen visions. So her visions kind of evolved, but by the end of this episode, it's like she's having a seizure or something. Oh my god, it's like she's dying or something. But yeah, I just love like they have the whole family here now, and you see flipping the paparazzi guy dead from the crows. Yeah, I'm just wondering what kind of villain we're going to be handling in this season. I guess the sheriff's like deputy, like she's taken over as full sheriff. See if she can do a better job. And you see the old sheriff, like, you know, just sneaking around, trying to do things himself, like how Wednesday did. But, you know, he seems more hopeless because, you know, he hasn't really got Wednesday's expertise, and he's kind of in a broken place because of what happened with his son. Yeah. Ended up being the monster and being controlled by that woman, so yeah. He just basically wants to work with Wednesday, which they might end up working together. And then, you know, like I said, he tells that story with that kid who was dying, and I just think that's basically the new principal anyway. Yeah. Because of the conversation he has with the siren girl, yeah, about using her siren powers to get like some popularity to help fund the school, and if she doesn't do it, certain people will be getting, you know, rid of because they won't have enough money to, like, you know, keep them. But I feel like it's just basically blackmailing her, yeah, to do that. Otherwise she'll be basically taken away from, like, her scholarship will be gone and stuff. Yeah, because they really developed her character well. Someone who was very insecure in season 1 ended up actually realising what she actually needs to be, mainly from how bad her mother was, maybe probably feeling like, man, I really don't want to end up like my mum, and actually making better choices by the end of the season, to the point where, to me, she basically saves Wednesday to be able to take out the main villain. Like, if she wasn't literally there when the villain was killing her, I think Wednesday would have died, yeah, so she's like the GOAT. And I just love her character development in season 1, yeah. And hopefully she doesn't backslide, yeah. And you got Wednesday playing some music, and then you just kind of showing all the characters, and there's someone like planting messages and stuff to Wednesday, stealing like her work from what she was working on, her novel. Then we get surprised by flipping Rose Tyler, like she's the new music teacher, I guess, which is cool. Yeah, I've seen that she's going to be the new Doctor now, which makes no sense, and I don't even watch Doctor anymore. Because, you know, Doctor Who in its prime is like one of my favourite shows of all time, like the David Tennant one, flipping the one before him, the 9th Doctor Who only got 1 season. Matt Smith was good, but it's not as good as David Tennant, and David Capaldi, which to me just destroys Matt Smith. And then you had the woman Doctor, which I know most people don't like her, but she was actually alright to a certain point where they just want her so badly. And then Nikuta Gatwa, he seems like I'm not even gonna bother talk about that. Yeah. Yeah, she seems interesting. She's trying to like make Wednesday like feel more in her music, but like she needs to, you know, surrender to the chaos, but she is the chaos at the end of the day, and by the end of the episode, yeah, she is the chaos. So she's not going to listen to her. And this part just screams Harry Potter so much, just seeing everyone just training their powers and stuff. Yeah, so Harry Potter. Yeah, and she's kind of there to like guide them since she was like one of the originals. Yeah. But since I wasn't fully paying attention, since I was watching this with someone, I just can't fully remember the reason why the family are here. Yeah, but I'll probably need to rewatch like the first part anyway before I review the rest of the show. Yeah. But yeah, basically we find out that Wednesday's novel is literally in the thing they're going to be burning, so she needs to get it before, you know, they start the fire, otherwise she'll get burned to death. Yeah, and this is like a funny scene when they're singing, and he's literally singing like it's flipping like a huge performance, and she's just like, bro, what are you doing? That's probably like the funny scene of the episode. And it'd be cool to give some of these side characters more screen time. Yeah. And yeah, he's just wanted to do a speech. He literally puts the thing on fire. They literally make it fly, which is cool. Like the special effects is awesome in this. Yeah, Harry Potter vibes. I just have to keep saying it. Yeah. So season 2 looks like it will be good, and then you literally sees literally an abomination to Wednesday. Like literally this painting, man. If I can actually get a good look at it, just seeing Wednesday smile is just hilarious. Because she doesn't really smile that much. Like she's like disgusted from that, and the family just know how pissed she'll be from that, and it's not gonna end well. Just look at her face, just like, bro, what are you doing? And she has a speech that seems inspiring, but then she kind of turns it, and people are just like, bro. And then she literally burns the picture, and you know, she knows how Wednesday is, so she just finds it funny. And then the brother seems like no one really cares about him right now, but I guess his powers are kind of getting more enhanced because he's got some of Uncle Fester's powers, like the lightning powers, to bring things back from the dead. Like when Finn was dying in season 1, and Uncle Fester brought him back, because that was like one of the moments where you actually saw a lot of emotion in Wednesday, because she thought she was going to lose something that she cared a lot about, like I guess her pet scorpion, what she talked about. That's probably like one of the few times she ever cried in her life. But yeah, he ends up flipping making his zombie come back to life, which I don't know if this is going to be something big from how I've seen it in the trailer. And yeah, like this is when she ends up having like some kind of seizure dream, and I guess Enid dies or something, and the episode just ends, I guess. But that's for the first episode. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I liked it. Happy it should be a good continuation after 3 years. But yeah, I'll see if I'll review it episode by episode, or just review episode 2 to 4 when I've watched them episodes, since there's only 4 episodes out right now. Then I'll review the other 4 episodes in September. But yeah, just happy the show's back finally. Yeah, something to watch. I mean, I'm just watching stuff like Mr. Robot and stuff, which is a really good show. Like, wow, it's crazy I took so long to watch that show. I tried to watch Mr. Robot once, but I just couldn't get into it. But now, wow. Yeah. But at least this is back. So yeah, I was watching like an episode every day, because I don't want to rush it, because, you know, it took 3 years to finally get a season 2. And I'm going to have to wait another month just to watch the other half. But yeah, hope you guys liked it. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you can leave a like. I'll see you next one. Peace.